Congratulations to Richardson Hitchins for receiving one of the candidates of the Robbery of the Year against Lemos. In my eyes, Lemos clearly won the fight. I mean, don't get me wrong, this was a close fight. However, Lemos clearly won the fight. And the judge that scored the fight 117 to 111, what fight was he watching? If anybody won the fight 117 to 111, that would have had been Lemos. However, to give Richardson a 117 to 111 scorecard, this was a clear robbery. I mean, from the opening bell, this felt like Broner versus Maidana all over again. And leading up to the fight, that's exactly what me and Dante talked about. We knew Lemos over 2 years ago because at the time, Devin Haney was having a hard time finding an opponent. He was the A-class boogeyman. Everybody was ducking him. So William Zepeda and Lemos were like fighters that didn't have any name. However, they had a good record. So we presented that to Bill Haney as potential opponents if Devin Haney can't get any big names in the ring with him. Devin Haney was very close to fighting one of them guys. However, he ended up fighting JoJo and after that Kambosos. Nevertheless, I was very familiar with Lemos, and I was telling Dante yesterday that I wouldn't be surprised if Lemos caused the upset since Hitchins doesn't really have a good inside game. This has an Broner versus Maidana type of vibe. And next thing you know today, that's exactly what came to fruition. Outside of the knockdowns, this fight went exactly how Broner versus Maidana went. Lemos was bobbing and weaving, slipping a lot of punches from Richardson, and he caught Hitchins with a lot of shots. He managed to hurt Richardson on multiple occasions during the fight. From the opening bell, Richardson landed a good jab. However, after that, Lemos was able to close the gap where he managed to storm Richardson Hitchins and hurt him in the process as well. This continued to happen in the second round, the third round, the fourth round. It wasn't until the middle rounds where Richardson started to find Lemos a little bit more because Lemos by that time was slowing down a little bit. And on the other hand, Richardson, he kept making the mistake of headhunting. I felt like if he went to the body more, he would have had more success. Nevertheless, what gave Lemos a lot of success was his ability to close the gap, his head movement. I mean, he was closing the gap on Richardson anytime he wanted. And he was definitely finding Hitchins way more than Hitchins was finding him. On top of that, even though Richardson seemed like he was the better puncher, it just seemed like his punches had more steam on them than Lemos. But Lemos was able to take his shots better than Richardson was able to take his. Richardson Hitchins got finessed, he got overworked, and pretty much beat up the entire night. Now, even though Hitchins did have success and won few rounds, but Lemos was still in control the entire night. Especially the last 4 rounds, the championship rounds, Lemos took the fight from Richardson. Richardson looked tired from all of the body shots that he was getting hit from the first round that Lemos was investing in, and also the headshots that Lemos hurt Richardson with. There's no doubt about it. Richardson did not win this fight. Lemos clearly won, and that 117 to 111 scorecard tells the whole story. This was a clear robbery, and that judge that scored the fight 117 to 111, he needs to be investigated. We need to have access to interview these judges after the fight in order to figure out why the heck they keep scoring fights this way. These corrupted judges that don't know how to score a fight, they need to be investigated because they keep robbing fighters of their hard work, dedication, blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, Lemos worked his whole life to put himself in position just for these judges to rob him with a pen and a paper. They robbed his blood, sweat, and tears with a pen and a paper. All for Richardson Hitchins to continue avoiding Matias. I'm going to tell you this right now. Matias will smoke Richardson, and we all can see why. Richardson wants no part of Matias. He knows it too. He's been knowing it that Matias will stop him. That being said, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of AKHi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.